Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Last of Us. This is episode 5 of the first season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So on the 5th episode, which is kind of like the mid-season finale, I'm sure there's 10. And usually mid-seasons we usually get amazing episodes. So hopefully today's one of them, because I thought last episode was actually really interesting. You know, Joel and Ellie now have acquired a car, haven't they? They're on their little road trip. They're trying to obviously get to Joel's brother. He's been lost for a while and they're trying to get the way to Wyoming. Now the interesting thing is, on the way they ended up running into kind of like a roadblock. They couldn't get through. There was a big old truck that was in the way, so they had to take a detour, which he started moving through one of the cities. And while there, somebody come running up to the car, you know, help, you know, please, somebody help us. Joel knew instantly that this was a setup. He's told Ellie to put his belt on. He started to drive forward. Somebody threw a big rock off the, you know, off the top of a building, smashed the windscreen. He's gone over, popped his tyres. They've obviously threw some nails across the road, and he's ended up crashing into a store. And that was a big old shootout. You know, Joel's on one side, he's shooting over, they're on the other. They come and trying to attack them. Now the thing is, Joel told Ellie to, you know, stay safe, run over there, climb through a hole, so that's what she done. So Joel's up there, he's popped a couple of them, and then obviously she hears some scrapping that's going on. Some guys come from the door from the outside, started to fight Joel, actually got the upper hand. Joel was on the floor, he was kind of getting choked by his own gun, do you know what I mean? He was holding him down. He was a pretty young lad as well. Now obviously Ellie, we've seen her steal one of the guns, mate, from Frank's house, and she's got it in a bag. She's popped out, she's gone over, bang, shot him in his back. Now, the kid's still alive. He's quite young, and he's crying. He's saying he's sorry, do you know what I mean? He don't want to hurt them. His mum's going to be looking for him. He can help them, do you know what I mean? And then Joel's told none of it, mate. He's told Ellie to go back in the other room, which she has done, and then he's gone over and he's killed him. So, I mean, that was ruthless, because the guy was literally pleading for his life, and he was pretty young as well. Now, Joel's obviously gone over to Ellie. They've sat down and had a little heart-to-heart. You know, he's saying it must be hard for her to obviously pull the trigger and take, as you know, like somebody's life, or, you know, nearly. And she was explaining that it's not really a first time, which he never expanded further on that. I think he kind of asked her, but she didn't really get into it. Now, Joel ended up giving her a gun back, and he was saying, you know, if you're going to use it, this is how you use it, hold your hand on it and stuff like this. And he was going through the rules. Then obviously they're trying to get out the city. They know that there's people there. They can see all the trucks, all the cars. They're all looking for them. Now, it turns out, obviously, this woman called Kathleen, she's kind of the person in charge. And she's looking for someone called Henry and his child, or if Henry might be the child, and obviously his dad. And, you know, they're obviously on their mass patrol trying to find them. Obviously, they found these dead bodies as well, and they think that somebody, like the Fireflies, are coming in and trying to attack them, or Fedra. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, chaos is erupting. They're on a mass manhunt. Joel and Ellie are trying to escape. You know, they ran upstairs into a big massive building. They're trying to get some like high advantage points so they can find a way out. They've ended up smashing some glass and like throwing it on the floor, because obviously it's night time and they want to stay, you know, like stay well protected. And obviously while he was kipping, they ended up waking up. Ellie was like, Joel. He's turned around and both of them are there, mate. Two of the guys, I think it was Henry and his kid, gun to the head, and then the episode ended. So, mate, I'm really excited to see what today's episode brings. Hopefully you guys are excited too. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the 5th episode of the first season of The Last of Us. They're shouting, fuck you, Fedra. They're just killing them all. Look, they're just ruthlessly killing... Oh, that...
You know, Perry, I used to be so scared of these people. Now look at them. Betraying your neighbors to Fedra? Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel safe? How does it make you feel now? Could put you on trial. You're all guilty, so that's how that'll go. Where is Henry? Where is Henry? Guess they don't know. Kill them.
He's from Idle's team. He said he was meeting up with Henry and Sam. He had a place to hole up in the open city in case things went bad.
You're a rat. He's still in the city, okay? I want our people going door to door until we find him. We are not really putting them on trial. When you're done, burn the bodies.
It's ruthless, that, innit? You know, just killing them all in there, just sat there, defenseless. Oh, is that the doctor that she killed last episode?
I barely made it out as is, so we're fucked on food.
Ammunition?
Empty.
6 to the minimum. I think we can make it 11 days. So that's how long we have to figure it out.
That's a tough question, isn't it? He doesn't end up coming back, does he? She ends up catching him. At least he's being honest. At least he's being honest. That is well good how they're using the knife as a reflection. I do like how he got the other side of him watching though. That's good. It does explain how they've obviously got to the same location. Wonder if they just tracked them.
Eyes on me. Eyes on me. I don't know what the next step is with something like this, but if I lower my gun, we didn't hurt you, so you don't hurt us. I'm gonna trust you.
Can I sit up?
Yeah.
Who are you?
My name's Henry. It's my brother Sam. I'm the most wanted man in Kansas City.
That's his brother then. Okay. Why is he the most wanted though?
I guess you don't have much, so this means a lot.
Look, you ate, we didn't kill each other. Let's call this a win-win and move on.
All I'm betting, y'all came up here to get a view of the city and plan a way out. And when the sun's up, I'll show you one. I know the city, and that's how I'm gonna help you get out.
Why help us?
I saw what you did. Now I know where to go, but I don't know how to make it through alive. Never killed anyone. And pointing an unloaded gun at you is the closest I've ever come to being violent.
Yo, you have to accept that deal. But the thing is, yo, he's actually, like, he's told him that he's never killed anybody. You know, it's that what he's just done then, pointing an unloaded weapon at him. He's like the first time he's ever done anything that's kind of violent, which gives Joel the upper hand. Because Joel, I wouldn't say he's a killer, but he is somebody who's willing to do whatever it takes. And he has killed people many times before. Right. Example was that kid last episode when he was crying, please, 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 and he stabbed him anyway. Do you know what I mean? So now the tides have turned. You know, they was the people that was, you know, basically in the defense, and now they're in a position of strength pretty much, because they know that if he turns and does the intimidation and does the attack, then they'll have the upper hand. But again, like this guy's just said, you know, we're here, we live here. This how easily how we track you. I know the way out, but we haven't got the strength to actually, you know, push our way through and make it to that location where you do. You trained and you'd be able to do this. So we'll team up, we'll go together, I'll show you the way, you clear the path, and then both of us can be free. So I'm hoping they both make it all the way to the end. But again, he said that he's the most wanted guy here in this place, but never really said why. And neither is Kathleen either. She's not actually said the reason why they're after these two people. So again, it's going to be interesting because these four now are their top priorities, aren't they? You know, she was saying before to that guy, he might be 7th on your list, but he's number 1 on mine. So we're going to get him. Do you know what I mean? And now, obviously, these are coming as well. Number 1 and number 2 in the same location. You know what I mean? All eyes are going to be on them.
You can see the way we're bounded by highways. They got people posted all around the inside perimeter. If we get close, we get caught.
The tunnels, yeah.
Travel underground and pop up here. There's an embankment on the other side of the houses. We head down, pedestrian bridge over the river.
No infected?
Oh. There's infected, just not on the surface. Fedra drove them underground 15 years ago and never let them come back up. Fedra guy that I worked with told me that it's clean, completely clean. They cleared it out, all of it. You ran into a clicker.
2 of them.
And you're still alive. You see? You're the right people.
In it, underground, nobody can see you. Might come into some trouble, but not guaranteed.
They're saying they're going to help us escape.
Honestly, if I survived and escaped with these guys, I'd squad up me. I would. Like, if it was real life and I found people that wasn't actually arseholes, I would team up.
You see? It's empty. The plan is good.
We've been down here 2 seconds. We don't know anything.
One of them big massive ones was down there last episode. It was, wasn't it? He said, just shut the door, we'll deal with it later. It's like a pretty safe place to live, doesn't it, really?
I heard about places like this. People went underground after outbreak day. Built settlements.
No way! I love these! To the edge of the universe and back, endure and survive. Rest here for a while? There's like actually shit to do here.
Wouldn't be so bad to wait the light out a bit for in shadows when we pop back out on the other side.
You know, first of all, they've got a football net there, which is really good. You know what I mean? Something to pass the time, entertainment. But it is true, yeah. You are trying to escape, but The reality is, this place looks like it's been vacant for years. Like, it looks like nobody's been crossing either. So, like, even though you are trying to escape, you're probably in a best location to take a break. Do you know what I mean? Like, up in them buildings where it was yesterday or the start of this episode, you know, yeah, okay, you got high ground, but there's a chance you can get found. Now, these under the tunnels, where they think that all of the clickers and all of, you know, and the infected have been sent down there, there's less chance somebody's going to walk in, and especially numerous people as well. If somebody comes, it's going to be in a small little group, isn't it? So you probably are in the best place to rest up, get your energy back, and ready to, you know, move. Especially when you got to do it in the dark as well. You probably do want to come out in the darkness, even though doing it in the dark is harder, because it's hard for you to see / what's surrounding your environment. But there's more chance of nobody actually like seeing you as you sneak out through the tunnel. And so far it's going good. But last episode we did see, you know, when Kathleen was stood there and she was talking to that guy, the ground was moving massively, and I'm expecting a big massive herd of infected or something to be further further down the end of the tunnel.
All things considered, seems kind of cruel to send a whole army after you for that.
You know, I wasn't exactly telling you the truth about me not killing someone. Sam, he got sick. Leukemia. There was one drug that worked, and it belonged to Fedra. And if I wanted some, it takes something big. So I gave them something big. The leader of the resistance movement in Kansas City, and Kathleen's brother. I think they should take it easy on me, or am I the bad guy? I am the bad guy because I did a bad guy thing. But you get it, though. You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
Oh, that is so tough, that situation that he's put him in. I don't even blame him, to be honest. It's selfish, but I don't blame him.
Waited long enough.
And
We haven't found him yet.
what about the man who killed Brian? We're not doing so good. When Michael and I were little, I was really scared of thunder. Michael told me that this wasn't a room at all. It's a big wooden box. A big wooden box that nothing could get inside of. As long as we were together, we would be safe. He was so beautiful. And if you've come to tell me that Michael wouldn't want me to hurt Henry, that he would want me to forgive, I know that too. Where is the justice in that? What is the point of that?
Your brother was a great man. We all loved him. He didn't change anything. You did.
I understand going after Henry. As long as Sam's okay, you know, if they get caught, because it's not the kid's fault, is it? What would you do? Wait out in a house up until morning time? Still move in the dark?
So we crossed the river and then what? Where are you gonna go?
Don't know yet.
Well, we're going to Wyoming.
Go around, try to get in the house through the back, and then I'll take him out. It's dark and he has shit aim. Nobody's gonna kill me.
Then he's gonna kill us.
Do you trust me? Put the gun down, slide it over to me, and then stay up here for another hour. That's all you have to do.
Why would, honestly though, why would you do that? I think that's ridiculous from that old man. He deserves to die. Honestly. He survived all this time. What's the point? Hit the driver, Joel. Yeah, he done it. Up on your feet, Ellie. Run, mate. Cars are still coming. Yeah, they need to run, mate, because they're pressing in. There's loads of them.
2 and 2, round the back, take him out.
I'll come out. Just let the kids go.
The girl is with the man who killed Brian, and well, Sam's with you.
You don't understand.
I know why you did what you did. Did you ever stop to think that maybe he was supposed to die?
Get ready to take him and run.
Yeah, they're not going to shoot 2 kids running off, surely.
It ends the way it ends.
Oh, they come in. Yes, finally. We're using him. Whoa. That looks so good. That's it. Run. Oh, here we go, mate. Yes. The big one. Size on this, mate. Guy's dead. 100%. Look at him. Why did people not run away? He's clearly not going to kill him with his guns. This has been a good 10 minutes or whatever. Been very good. What's up, Kathleen? She's dead. She's died. This is way more like it. Honestly, this is so much more like it. Oh, see how it went from chaos. Nah, man, that was good. Giving it a clap. That's what the show's been missing. Like, that is what the show has been missing. Like, this episode's been great, but it's been missing that. I said, I'm pretty sure, like, in my outros of the episodes, I've been saying, look, the episode's been good, right? But the lack of utilising the clickers, the zombies, or whatever you want to call them, the infected, yeah, it's been a disappointment from me. The show's been very good, but the utilisation of the reason why all this is happening has been very poor. Like, in terms of we've only, this is the second time, in my opinion, that we've really seen it. We've seen it when he was all on the floor and they chased after them when you know, we had the sacrifice at the end of one of the episodes where she ended up staying, didn't she? Tess inside, bombs blowing the building up. That episode, there was quite a few of the infected chasing after them, but this again is the next best thing. Well, this is, I'd probably say this is better than that one, but that one was when we first got the clicking noises, the sounds, the movements. That was next level. Like, I really enjoyed it. Here though, how many of them, how they bursting out, how big that one was, how they all got overrun. Nobody survived. Well, Joel and Ellie and all that survived, but everybody else, nobody survived, and that's what I fully expect. I wanted more of the world to be kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like, these managed to run and climb up a building, then they look over to the left, somebody's a big massive attack that's going on over there, look over to the right, another one's going up. Right, we've only got one direction, chaos is, carnage is all over. That was the best, probably, segment that we've had out of the 5 episodes so far.
It's easier when you're a kid, anyway. You don't have anybody else relying on you.
I guess we're doing a good job then.
Look, I don't know exactly how I'm getting to Wyoming. I'm probably walking. You know, if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be nice for Sam to have a friend.
All the time.
I'm scared. All the time.
That is so deep. No. Fuck. Oh, that's the best thing she could have done. Oh, the kid's gotta die.
His medicine.
Test it. Test it. Test it. Test it. Check it in the morning. But they say some people turn rapid though, don't they? Got to.
I promise.
Yeah, I hope it works, man. Yo, I feel well bad for him.
Hey.
Oh no. He's got to do it. Mate, I'm sorry, man. It had to be done. That's so tough, man.
What did I do?
Don't turn it on yourself, mate.
What did I do? Give me the gun.
Oh, just shows how fast things can change. And like in real life as well though, like certain situations like that when somebody gets put in a traumatic situation, how quick the thinking can just go out the window. How do you even talk about it? Mate, that was such a sad ending to a good episode. What a good episode. I'm trying to think, is this the best one we've had? I feel like it was up there. I feel like episode 2 with the well, episode 1 was actually pretty good actually, because it was the chaos of it actually starting, planes coming down, you know, Joel losing his daughter, just everything that was happening. Ellie kind of wasn't introduced, was she, on the first episode? I feel like second episode, or the one where they got chased by the clickers and Tess ended up dying, I thought that was a really good one. I enjoyed that. And then I think this one as well, I would say, you know what, I'd probably say this is the best one. I really did enjoy it, just because the story got me as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really didn't want him to die at the end there. I was proper shocked when he got bit, and then I was hoping that he did wait it out until the morning, but, you know, he actually sat at the end of the bed and didn't attack Ellie. You know what, there's a film, right? Is it World War Z with Brad Pitt? in that, and they're full of infected, aren't they? And I'm pretty sure the people that are immune, there's a scene where all these infected are running. They're absolutely chasing everybody down to try and kill them. And I think there's a girl, and she sits there and she bends down and holds her head, and they all just run past her. None of them get her because she's immune. It's like they don't see them. And I think that would have been a really good, like, thing with Ellie, in terms of, you see when all of them come out the ground, it was bang, 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 and it was all chasing and chaos erupting. Do you know what I mean? People fighting, shooting, dying, getting bit, you know what I mean? Panic. If Ellie was actually, none of them would touch her. They can't acknowledge her, they don't see her, she's not there, because, do you know what I mean? I mean, she can die, you can shoot her and kill her, but like, just because she's immune, it'd be good to see the difference. Like when people find out she is as well. So like they could have all been mass hysteria, and then she just stood there in the middle, and while it's all going slow motion, like it would have been so good if the camera went like slow motion, everybody's like screaming and shooting, and Ellie's just stood there just looking around, and they're all just running past her. Do you know what I mean? I thought that would have been amazing, but it was just an amazing scene anyway, and I can't believe that he'd just been bit. Was hoping that she rubbed that blood on and it works, but I feel like it needs to be an injection, you know what I mean? I drink it, I put it straight into the bloodstream. It needs to be a lot of it, just not like a little spread. And to be honest, I can't blame him for shooting Henry at the end there. I mean, for Henry shooting Sam at the end there, it had to be done. The guy was infected, there's no way you're getting cured from it. It's, well, Ellie's blood, but so far, up until that moment, nobody knows that, and, you know, as soon as you've been bit, you turned, you're gone. That's it, it's the end of your life, and it just shows how quick things can happen. It's like, it's just deep on the level of like real life as well, where like, you know, Henry was okay in 1 second, and then Sam come in infected, he had to shoot him quickly and kill him, and then his emotions are just like flick, and then he just done something drastic, just like that, bang, turned on him, when 5 seconds ago he wasn't even contemplating that. And you got to think in real life, when people experience this sort of stuff, like, you could get a phone call now, parents just died, your head's gone crazy, you just like, you feel like your life's just gone, and just, where you could be stood on, I don't know, on a walk, on a bridge, or you know, like, on a busy road, and you just walk into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's deep on many levels in terms of emotions and how people react, and can't blame him for shooting him. I can't blame him for killing himself as well. He felt like his whole point of living was for him, and he'd done everything for him in terms of grassing him out to Fedra and taking, you know, all the medicine for him. So, mate, it's a deep episode, but it was so good. Honestly, it was really good. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. This is what we tune in for. This is what we want. I was saying at the start of the episode that, you know, this is 5, kind of like mid-season. I think there's 10, and usually you do get ones that are popping off. And if this is what's to come, you know what I mean, the back end of the season, then we're in for a treat, because this was so good. What are the big ones called when they come out of the ground? Are they called berserks? I can't remember the names of them, but it was not messing about. It come in, it was dominating, it was throwing people all over, it was bashing them. He grabbed that guy, ripped his head off. You know, he's absolutely taking so many bullets. And, you know, I was wondering what was going on, because the car went into that house and then he went into that sinkhole, and mate, they come out, and they come out in numbers. They was bursting, sprinting, absolutely bolting all over the place. They were shooting him, looked like they could kind of hold the ground for a little bit. But no, I always say, me, as soon as they come, you should be running. You know, don't you? I was going to say at the time, would you stand your ground and shoot? Because as soon as the reload comes, that's when you're done for. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to pop off your rounds and kill a few of them, but then what about the other 2, 3 that are running behind it? You know, what's happening then when you got to reload? So, it was chaotic. And you know what? That old man, he didn't have to die though, did he? Joe went up and he was like, look, mate, yeah, slide your gun over, wait 1 hour. You're chilling, you're free, you don't have to die. And the guy just turned around and got killed. Like, I understand sometimes, but like, Joe was clearly in the position of power there. He walked in the... It's like someone coming in now to me, yeah, and points a gun to the back of my head now. I can't do anything about it. I might have a gun over there on the table, but if somebody says, look, mate, you know, push that gun on the floor, wait an hour, I'm going to be gone. I'm just going to, you know, we're just passing through. I'm not going to go and grab my gun. I haven't got enough time. I'm dead. And you know what I mean? So it was a waste. That guy, old man wasted his time. My other thing was, how did the hell get there that fast? You know, I don't care if that old man called it in. So they popped out the ground, you know, they've made it all the way through the tunnels, made it up on the other side of the bridge, yeah? they've come up, the old guys like, mate, people here called it in. How have they got there that quick? You know, I don't know how long Joel and Ellie and Henry and Sam was underneath the ground for, but it was up for a bit of a time, and they got there absolutely rapid. But at the end of the day, they didn't win. They got nothing out of it, did they? Pretty much every single one of them died. We did get the story though of why Sam was, you know, well, why Henry was most wanted because of what he'd done to Sam. He said that he had leukemia, they had medicine, he was giving it him, it was working, then he ran out, he was limited, he only had one choice. He went over there, he went to Fedra, he cut a deal. He said, look mate, we need this medicine, I want him to stay alive, I have to give them something big, a proposition. I told him where Kathleen's brother was, and obviously like kind of like where these are, and obviously that's what's happened, and that's why she hates him so much, which I totally get. But there was many times where she could have shot him that episode before all the chaos erupted, and she didn't. And even at the very end there, she could have pulled the trigger. They both ran out, she had them in you know, like in a hindsight, so to speak, and then boom, she got jumped on. That whole segment though was fantastic, and I really do wish we had more of that. It's really entertaining. It probably cost a lot of money, to be honest, to do the makeup and the CGI and everyone, but for me, that is what this show is all about. That's what drew me in the first place. Storyline's great anyway, in terms of like, you know, even if we didn't have all of this action, it hits you with the stories and the feels, just like it done with the Henry and Sam right at the very end there. You know, that wasn't action, that was just good old storytelling throughout the whole episode, and it made me feel for him when he died, just like when obviously Frank and that died as well. Their whole episode, even though that was filler, was very good, and they played it out so good that you got connected with the characters, and then when he died it was kind of upsetting, and that's what they've done here. It was great. But now them two are on the merry way again. They're on to Wyoming. You can see that Joel's connection, his protection, his I don't know, his feelings are gaining stronger. Yeah, it was like, you know, he wanted to just be on his merry way, and them two over there and them two over there, they've got their own tasks to do. But Ellie was saying, come with us, you know. He was like, maybe it's just, and then obviously Henry was like, look, maybe this is just a thing, make it to the other side, we both go our merry ways, we call it done. Do you know what I mean? We've both survived. And then we see that, you know, the more connection, the more time, the more they spent together, the more you can see them happy. Henry's talking about how you can see that he's been a dad previously and he's protective of her. And all of this stuff going through it. You could see Joel, how much it's hit him hard at the very end. And Ellie as well, man. I do like Ellie. It was nice to see her with someone of her own age and acting just like a kid again, instead of trying to be like this big adult and put this personality on. But there's still so much to go, mate. Honestly, so much. And I really did love this one. I cannot wait for the next episode. If you did enjoy today's, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.